Hello, welcome again to another video on COCALC cloud computing system. In this video I am going to explain how somebody has created an account in COCALC if he wants to share a project that he has in his COCALC system with somebody else. See, let's begin with the opening of the COCALC system. In the first step we can see how to start the COCALC system. If you have an account, you search for COCALC and then click select this option. Any one of a suitable option you can select. If you select this and open, then if it's already I have given my username and password already, and it is saved in my system, so it will use that username and password which is saved in the system to open by automatically the COCALC system. That way it has opened the system for me, COCALC system, or it has taken me to that cloud itself. It has taken me to the cloud straight away. But if you have not saved your username and password in your system, then it will ask you to give the username is it may be your email ID with which you have registered in the system. It will ask you for the username and password that you should remember the password. One time you have created, then you should keep it for future use. You should not forget it. So then you can use these two items in the suitable boxes in the opening page, and then you can enter into the system. But that procedure I have completed here. For me, the system has automatically completed. Now I have the first page of the cloud computing system COCALC. You can see in the first page you can see one project I have created. I have created one project 1. You can change the name of the project also. You can change if you want to change it. I have given the name project 1 to this project. Now I am going to okay, if you want you can create more and more projects. Okay, now I am going to explain, going to show you how I can share this project with somebody else. So see, if I want to collaborate, if I want to work combined, if I want to do combined work with somebody else, with my friend or with my collaborator, then I want to share it with that collaborator. I want to share the content or the items or the files in the project with my collaborator. Then in such situation, how can I do that? For that, I have an option here. You can see this option. This is the step that will lead to that will take you to the collaboration or the invitation step. Here you can by selecting that, by clicking that, you can see one small window, small box is open. Here you can, what is asking it, how would you like to, who would you like to work with in this project? And okay, you can it is asking for an email ID here. You can give the email ID of the person or the collaborator with whom you want to collaborate. Okay, I am going to give another email ID. See, this way you have to give your email ID. Another person, the other person with whom you want to collaborate, or you want to invite that person's email ID should be given, not the same email ID with which you have registered. It should not be given. You should be given. You should give a different email ID. Okay. Then okay. Then I have to. Yeah, it is then searching. Hello, please collaborate with me. See, I have given an email ID and I have entered. Then when I entered it, it by itself did a search. It itself did a search, and it is showing what a result. Hello, please collaborate with me using COCALC. Yeah, it's a message. It's a message that is generated to send it to which is which it should be sent to the email ID that I have given. So add user, if I select this add user, then this message will be sent to that email ID. Add user, when I have added, then you can see it has done a search, and then it has verified that this email ID exists. A correct email, it's a correct email ID of one person, and this person has been added now. Now a message will also be sent to that email ID, which will invite the that person to work with you in the project. Okay, this way you can invite either your friend or your teacher or somebody else to work together with you in the project that you have created in the COCALC system. And now I am going to open the project. See, that project, this can contain different types of files. There are many. It's a very big system which can handle many different types of files. I have already created how many files? You can see 2 files I have already created. I have created already, but actually I have created one file that's a LaTeX file which has an extension .tex, and in connection with this, when I tried to, you can open just by clicking on that file. By selecting that, you can open it and you can add content. Then when I last time when I compiled it, then it generated a related PDF file. That's the output of the LaTeX, and that can also be seen here. That can be you can see that file here. Okay, and then using this option, coming to this portion, you can create more different types of files by selecting this. By clicking here, you can you have the option. You can see many options. You can create a Jupyter notebook file, and you can create sagemath file, and this can be used to create LaTeX files. And then Python, if you want to create Python, it's a programming language, and these Python files can be created using this. And there are many, and R files can be created. Likewise, you can create many other files that are listed here. Okay, for your use. And those files can be created, all those files that are created will be listed in the single project. So a project, by a project we mean you can do many activities in that project. You can work with LaTeX files, and you can work on Jupyter notebook, and you can work on Python programming, you can work on R programming, etc. So, and also if you share this project with somebody else, that person can also, if you allow, if you give him the permission to work in that project, and allow, that means if you allow him to work together with you in the project, then he can, of course, he can access that project, and he can add content to the project, he can modify it. That way you can, you two people can collaboratively work in the project, and that's the main advantage of this cloud computing system, and that can also be used for teaching, learning, and other kind of activities, and mainly it can also be used for research purpose. Okay, thank you.